See my own people here. I hope I'm not coming to preach to the converted, but let me recognize the presence of high-level parliamentary officials from Ghana, including the Chief Whip and the Chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy. You're welcome. My presentation has been put into a photographic form. We're seeing a 3 or 4D dimension of what we envisage to see in Ghana between now and the next 10 years. Now, for those of you who have visited Ghana or haven't been to Ghana for a long time, permit me to say that Ghana is uniquely located on the west coast of Africa, and uniquely located in a way that it's only a few degrees away from the equator, and then actually the longitude passes through Ghana. So we say that we are the closest country to the center of the world. Our president likes to say that we are in the center of the world and we are the gateway to the world. So and that's where this project, the Petroleum Hub, which is the subject of my discussion this afternoon, will be located. The Petroleum Hub is an industrial park, which is similar to what you have in Alberta here. And it's intended to be a mega project, perhaps the second biggest project in Africa in the next 10 years. I think the biggest one is the Inga Dam of Congo. So Ghana is very excited about this. This project has been put together to sit on a 12,300 acres of land specifically selected for the project. And it requires the building of major infrastructure that includes ports and jetties, for the port and 2 or more jetties. The reason for the ports is very exciting because, surprisingly, if you look at the depth of the sea of Ghana, in fact, we have 2 major ports in Ghana, the Tema Port, Tema Harbour, and then the Chakrali. The depth is about 15 meters. 15 meters. These ports have been dredged. Now, in the case of where this project will be, which is in the southwestern part of Ghana, Jomoro, the depth of the sea goes to about 27 meters, which means there's a potential to build a major port that can actually berth heavy or any size of vessel. So that's very important. And when I say these things, investors must be listening to where they want to go. You want to build a port or harbor infrastructure and jetties. That's where your mind would have to go. Now, the other infrastructure include 3 refineries. And these 3 refineries are supposed to produce 300,000 barrels per stream day, which is not necessarily supposed to be, to start at 300,000 barrels, it can be scaled up. You can start with 200,000 barrels and scale up to 300,000 maximum. So that 3 of them would have to be built there. We also want to build a series of tank farms, storage tanks, and that will have to have a capacity of 10 million cubic meters. Interestingly, since the current unfriendly geopolitical dynamics, we've been receiving several calls from outside for the establishment of storage tanks. I don't know why storage tanks have become very, very important. But you can understand if you live close to the Strait of Hormuz. You know that storage tanks in your country is very important, and the project seeks to build that with a capacity of 10 million cubic meters of that. Then also, to start with, we want to also build 5 petrochemical plants. 5 petrochemical plants that can initially process about 90,000 cubic meters of petroleum product. So these are the main infrastructure for the project. But there are a lot of ancillary infrastructure that we built. manufacturing, the manufacturing of polytanks, polyesters, building of banks, many other ancillary infrastructure that is also going to be built there, because it's a park, it's an industrial park that includes settlement similar to what you obtain in